A testimony by Joyce.
So today, I have been chosen to do testimony, and I'm actually quite thankful, and also I thank God and Xiaoyo and someone see that they have picked me to testify my experience with God. So I was think that I think it was last Friday. Xiaoyo called my mom and said that I had to do a testimony. So I was thinking. I didn't know what to testify, so I asked God, and God said, testify how you can put your trust in God's plan. So I was thinking about it, and I had one experience with God that the topic was like connecting, and then so it was basically about it was my essay, my English essay, my writing thing, and then I wrote 1,000 words, and then I thought that it would be good enough in like human brain. We think that a lot of words is good and like A plus or something like that, and then so I thought I was ready, and I just asked God if this work is gonna give me a successful grade, and God said no. God said no, so I said, then what do I need to do to get an A plus? He said, remove as much as you can, as much as word. And I was confused because I was like, I thought a lot of words mean like a better grade. So I just did as God like told me, and I wasn't really sure, but I thought that God knew more and like He holds my future. So I just trusted Him, and I just go with what He said. And I removed 100 words, and I was left with 900. So then I asked God again, is this enough? And then He said, no, that's still too many words. Remove more, remove 300 more. And then I said, I didn't want to say anything back because I thought God was just like telling me what to do, so I just like go with it. And then after I removed 300, I only had 600 left. And He said, that's still too many. He said, remove all additional like information, and I did. So it was like left with 200 words. My whole essay, my whole English essay was left with 200 words. I didn't think I was going to get an A, but the next day, that was all on Sunday, right? And then the next day was Monday. On a Monday morning, I have a Christian foundation subject, which is like God, like teaching about God and stuff. So every week we have like a new hero. We learn it from Superbook, like heroes from Judges and Joshua. So that the week it was based on Gideon. It was based on Gideon and the Israelites. The stories was like about Gideon. He had his Israelites army. There was 30,000 or 35,000, I'm pretty sure. And then there was the Midianites, where there was 135,000. And then God told Gideon to defeat the Midianites, so that God said for him to remove like as much as soldier. You have too many soldiers, Gideon. Remove them. And Gideon didn't know what God was thinking, but that he told all his Israelites army and said that we have too many. We need to loosen up. And he said, those who are scared, go home. And then they did, and there was only 10,000 left. And then God said that there was still too many soldiers and like Israelites army. So Gideon went, and he removed as much as he can. And God said to him that there was still too many. Your army has too many soldiers. So not God. I meant Gideon. He removed. He divided the group into two groups, and one group, if they like drink the well with their hands, then they will fight. The people who don't and just drink with their mouth, not using their hand, then they will go away. So the result, it was only 300 left. And 300 against 135,000, that's impossible. Like 300 times not like a billion or a million of them. And then they just trust God, God's plan. They didn't know. Just because you're happy or not happy, they just went with it and they fought with them and they eventually defeated the Midianites. So what I'm trying to say is that when you don't know, you can ask God. When you ask God, God will give you an answer. That answer, you may not like it, you may like it, doesn't matter. Just trust with God and go with God and you get the best result. Thank you.